beef.
There's no beef.
There's beef.
There's no beef.
Listen, I determine if there's beef.
Oh, that's true. You do determine if there is beef.
I determine if there's beef. What you got? Coffee. Sweet, sweet coffee.
Sweet nectar.
Sweet, sweet nectar. What should we talk about?
Your bum.
My bum is fabulous.
Your bum is fabulous.
Fabulous. I could discuss my bum all day.
I really could discuss your bum all day. All day.
All day.
I love you.
You better.
I felt like you got up early this morning.
I did. I was up at the crack of ass.
That's not too bad.
The crack of ass is not too bad?
Well, it's better than 4 in the morning.
True. True that.
If the sun is up, it's not horrible.
The sun was up technically.
Oh, fair deal.
I actually like waking up early.
I like you waking up early. I feel like you're a secret early riser.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Because that's a very old lady thing too.
I am an old lady.
You are, but in the best way.
Living in a just hot chick's body.
Hot chick's body.
I'm Angela Lansbury and this.
Yes. Angela Lansbury was a cutie in her day. I
know, but I'm like Murder, She Wrote,
yes,
Beauty and the Beast Angela
that
Lansbury.
Is true.
But in like a hottie body.
What is it?
It's, isn't that sexy?
Yes. Yes. Whenever a woman's mouth gapes open, it always gives you.
You know, it's reminding you that I could have like a tonic, clonic seizure at any moment.
Yes, exactly.
Seizures are so sexy. Seizures are so in this season.
I'm so dumb I can't even keep my mouth closed.
Oh my god, I am blonde today.
You are very blonde.
I give
today.
that vibe. I'm so dumb I forgot to close my mouth.
Do you like it when my mouth gapes open like I'm dumb?
Yeah. That's a thing though, right? Do guys like that?
Do guys like when girls
Marilyn
are dumb
Monroe.
or when they pretend to be dumb? Or is it, you know when you say something to a dumb person and they get really hurt? And you're like, no, I didn't mean that. And then you try to explain it to them and then they're too dumb and they don't get it.
To be fair, what I say hurts lots of people, no matter what their intellectual level. Lots of people.
I would call that foolish. I like to call those fools.
I acquiesce. Yeah. I don't like foolish people.
Yeah, I don't like.
And when girls are acting that dumb, foolish, like, oh my god, I don't know which way to go. There's two versions. There's the girl acting like that,
right,
and then there's the girl who truly is like that. So I don't mind the girl who truly is like that. I feel there's empathy there.
Right.
But when you look at who's partnering with that person, that's the person you're like, oh, you're inferior and insecure. Then I think there's the girl who knows her shit and puts that on.
Yes.
I think that's daddy issues, you know?
But now, why would a guy like that?
I think a guy likes this, not because he likes that. I think a guy likes it because he's thinking, she's doing this for me to impress me.
Yeah, you know what? A guy likes anytime a woman does something for him.
Yeah, I think anyone does. Guy, girl, whatever. I think if you see someone putting a shit ton of energy into something, even if it's foolishness, it can be an ego boost.
Yeah, it is really nice when a girl
acts a goddamn fool for a dude.
Just does something that is like, oh, you might not be super into this, but you're doing it for me, and that is super hot.
Yeah, I think the guy realizes that it's a clear indication to the dude that the chick's into him if she's acting a fool.
Yes.
Yeah. And putting on an act. To be fair, guys do it to girls all the time.
That is true.
You know, it's the equivalent of the masculine, not the toxicity bullshit, but the like, I don't know how guys do it, but you know.
I don't know how guys
do goddamn near anything. Y'all are idiots.
I don't know how they get up, put on pants, and not stop breathing. They're allowed to do it. You know, you're allowed to everyone's allowed to have their first wife. Candace
including you?
No, not me.
You better.
Listen, your categories.
I think there's an innocence, naivete.
Yeah.
It's just the unknowing. It's this girl grew up and has learned it hasn't happened yet. She's not dumb. There's nothing. There's
Right.
no negative connotation. It's just when I was 20, there's shit I just didn't know.
Yeah, when Albert Einstein was 10, he was a smart 10-year-old, but you could probably steal his lunch money and tell him that there was
You
a
could
tooth
steal
fairy.
Albert Einstein's lunch money when he was a 40-year-old man.
Likely.
He might be able to calculate the compound interest he would have accrued within seconds, but I mean, I could steal Albert Einstein's lunch
I'm sure he
money
was a
at
brilliant
any age.
10-year-old, but he was also a gullible 10-year-old. I could have scammed that guy so easy.
Aww.
I would have been like, hey kid, 21 Skidoo, why don't you come on over here? I need your brain for something. Do some math. I don't know, can you make money from that?
Lots of people do. Vegas, baby. They make lots of money on that.
That's right. I should have kidnapped Albert Einstein and taken him to Vegas to count cards.
I don't think Vegas is a thing in the era of Albert Einstein.
Yeah, actually, it didn't exist. Oh, Monte Carlo.
You guys would have just died in the desert. Well, he would have been smart enough to survive, so you would have just died in the desert.
No, because after a while, it's gonna hurt.
What if they're numb and just mentally struggling and they just don't? Do you think it always catches up with them? Or do you think there are some people that it'll never hit?
As long as they're never sober, it won't catch up with them. That's why people do drugs forever. Because what is the first thing you saw with everyone who ever got sober at the Dom?
Oh, instant. It all runs in.
It's like the drugs.
I was using for 10 years. Now I have to deal with a decade's worth of emotion.
And all the shit that started it.
Yeah. Instant. And that's why sobriety is so hard, because you have to address.
It's like the longer you're an addict, the more you have to do more and more drugs to keep your soul asleep. And the second you get sober, it wakes up and like from a nightmare. Wow, what's happening?
That's a really good way to look at it. People are trying to have their soul sleep.
Yeah.
Using drugs, alcohol, sex.
Because your soul is relentless. It never leaves you. It never stops telling you to stop doing the thing that's bad for you.
Jiminy Cricket is a motherfucker.
Motherfucker!
But you can silence him.
Yeah, you can silence him with drugs and alcohol and cheap sex and food and ticky-tacky, whatever. Like, you can silence him. Ticky-tacky. But the second you stop, he just
comes back.
He starts screaming
and has more to say.
And he's got more. He's like, now he's got to get a.
Now we got to go over all this shit.
All right. Its name is Wildlife Refuge. And
refuge? Is it refuge? Like waste?
Refuge.
Refuge, not
yeah, not refuse.
Reefer?
Reefer? Wildlife reefer.
I would enjoy
Just
that.
a bunch of butterflies smoking weed. Tiny little joints. Held between their little wings.
The antenna.
Butterflies.
Antennae. What's the plural of antenna? Antennae.
Antennae, yeah.
I don't think it's antennas. One, because antenna and an antenna on an animal would presume two.
I think it's them things. If you have more than one, it's called dem things.
No, dem things.
Yes.
They got sticks out their bodies.
We have ornithologists and no, that's birds. What's the study of
bugs?
Entomologists.
Bugologists.
Bugologists.
Weird,
they always
creepy weirdos.
When they're in their wood-lined, drinking their cognac and talking about bugs, they call them dem teens.
Dem titties.
Dem titties. Them bug titties. That's what antennas are. Dem bug titties. Do
animals have tits?
I don't know. What do you think? I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Does any animal have breasts? I mean, I know some breastfeed.
All mammals have breasts.
But not mammary glands, like titties.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Well, like a cow has udders. Is that considered their breasts? And they have more than two.
No, udders are different.
So are there do butterflies have tits? Like really tiny little
Butterflies do not have tits.
What other animal has tits?
Any animal that feeds milk to its child.
Give me one.
A mammal. A rat. A rat has tits.
But on a female rat, they don't have breasts the way human females have.
They don't have no, they don't have like nice titties.
I'm not talking about if they breastfeed.
I've never been like, damn, that rat's got some nice titties.
Oh my God, though, if you did, instant divorce.
You know there's someone out there who
You
says
know that the second you bring up an animal sexually and you are you're out.
I'm out.
Deal breaker.
That's fair, honey. I've never saw a pretty cow or a rat with nice titties. But interesting enough,
do you think it's weird to be sexually attracted to cartoons?
I don't think so, because
it represents a human.
Yeah, I mean, it would be if the cartoon got too weird. But there's, remember when I did that paper on schema? On psychological schema?
Sure. I'm going to go with yes.
I gotta tell my therapist, my wife doesn't remember the paper I did 10 years ago.
Do you remember a paper I did a decade ago? Oh, sure. I remember you bitching about the works cited page every single time you did a paper.
Then why'd you go there?
They want me to reference to things.
I don't like the way they insist on the works cited page. It takes longer than to write the paper.
I do remember every works cited page you've ever done, because I had to listen about it.
You didn't had to listen. You got to listen. You got to listen. You learned.
I learned how to properly do a works cited page and did them for you.
And that was one of the greatest gifts you've ever given me.
Can you plagiarize a works cited page?
I did. I don't know. Only like 10.
Okay, so tell me about schema.
Schema is this idea in psychology, unproven, that...
Unproven.
I think it's important, because when people talk about research in psychology, they don't realize how shitty...
Okay, I understand you're a biologist at heart and the science just leaps out of you. Calm down. You are a laboratory scientist that went into the soft sciences field. You gotta get over it.
I don't have to get over it. And I could be supported by the people who love me about my strange... I
will not co-sign that bullshit.
Fair enough. Worse.
Oh my God, let me listen silently while you go on about it.
All right.
Okay.
I won't. All right. What was I saying? Schema. Bad science, but...
No, unproven.
Unproven.
Not bad.
Not bad. Unproven. God damn it. I like how precise...
Fuck your control groups.
I like how precise you are, okay?
Yes.
You're not just some gorgeous girl who walks around being all whatever works cited pages.
No, I'm some gorgeous girl who does your works cited pages.
Yes, and did a beautiful job. A+. No problems. When I did it, all wrong. When you did it, perfect.
Still bitched about it though.
I did.
Schema. God damn it.
The schema is that as we progress into selfhood from non-selfhood. Oh, I'm sorry, I went past it. Or is it this way?
This is past. Listen, the plum decides. If you go past, you're supposed to.
Keep going. Whatever you want, plum.
The plum decides. It will take us where we are supposed to go.
If, as you move from non-selfhood to selfhood, from baby to 5-year-old, you learn psychological schemas to make sense of the world. And it's funny because developmentally, like a 1-year-old.
Is it funny?
It is. It's interesting. As a child, like a 1 or 2-year-old, will look at all 4-legged animals and sometimes call them all doggy. They know doggy walks on all 4 legs, and they'll see cat and they'll go doggy.
Got it.
And then you, as the parent, will change their schema. You say, no, not doggy, honey.
So it's your worldview. It expands as your schema expands.
And even though the kid doesn't understand, he knows what a dog looks like, and he knows what a cat looks like. But he doesn't understand until you say, this is dog, this is cat. Now he has two schemes. So when I was
parenting and our kids said that, and I went, hey, dummy, it's a cat.
You never talked to her. You were always like, baby,
that was my parenting. Baby, boo-boo, you little dummy. You think everything's a horse.
Remember when she would go, doggy.
She summoned dogs to her.
She summoned dogs to her.
Yes.
But you could call the cow a doggy because it has 4 legs.
Got schema. Let's move on. You've built the foundation. Go north.
Where did I start?
I don't know.
I was talking about something else though.
Schema was important to a point you were trying to make, but then I don't know what point you were trying to make.
I think I got so mad about that works cited page. I forgot.
My bad. I riled you up.
No, we were talking. Then we got into the weird thing about. Oh yeah. And then you're like, oh, do you think people are attracted to cartoons?
Oh yeah, because Jessica Rabbit, like, hot as shit.
Because we have a schema of a woman.
Oh, the like pin-up.
Yeah, we have a pin-up schema, and she ticks all the boxes in our brain. But we also have a schema of what a woman is and what a cartoon is. So we get confused. We're like, wait, my dick is hard, but that's not a lady.
Listen, when my dick is hard.
Your lady dick.
When my lady dick is hard, you can have a clitoral erection. You do.
Yes, you can. You can. No, you do.
Technically, man, woman, they, we all get erections.
You're
I am correct. I'm scientifically correct.
And experientially, too.
Yeah. Well, about that erection life.
Oh, look how red you are. When you're
Listen,
oh my! Oh, I'm a young Angelou again with my hard clitoris. My little pebble.
Okay, don't ever describe my clitoris as a little pebble.
Why? That's a good.
That is the worst description.
What would you describe it as?
My power button.
Your power button. It's not.
You can turn me on or you can turn me off.
Well, I think that's
I come to life when you activate it.
I think that's a bad description because a button you can press, but the clitoris, the more aroused it gets, the harder it gets. It becomes like a perfect little pebble when it's really.
Don't refer to it as a pebble.
How about a jewel?
If you want to get, I like jewel.
It becomes like a diamond.
I'll take an emerald. I want my clitoris to be an emerald.
You're a total emerald, baby. That shit's an emerald all day.
I'm gonna bejewel my vajay.
I love systems that are like, oh, I just put a sign out when I need to.
We trust you. Don't be a douchebag. It's your soul.
It's your soul, man.
You can get away with it, but you're the idiot who didn't, you know?
The plum has its own defenses.
We will attack you with a swarm of mosquitoes if you bring that bullshit into us.
You come in here with good energy, the plum will surround you with little butterflies. You come in here in a fight, mosquitoes.
It's like the island of Jiminy Cricket.
Yes, this is like where souls go. So don't bring your weak shit here to the plum.
Don't bring that bullshit over here.
No, keep your drama and your bullshit away from plum.
God, I love this place.
It will always defend itself. That shit's an emerald all day.
I'm gonna bejewel my vajay.
What is it?
Bejewel my vajay.
Isn't there a word? That's a thing, right?
Oprah did a little I don't know, put glitter stickers on it. I don't know. Gwyneth Paltrow was putting.
There was a word.
Vajayjay.
Vajazzle.
Vajazzling.
When you're vajazzling,
I don't need jewels. It already is a jewel.
It's a beautiful emerald.
It really is.